almost all of them. 19 suicide bombs in the last 3 months. Most of them, if not all of them, are traced to 2 people. Fazlullah in Swat area, and mainly Baitullah Masood in South Waziristan. We know he is training suicide bombers, indoctrinating and training suicide bombers. So where is the Al-Qaeda? Now Al-Qaeda...
According to his telephone conversation, he said he was at the house. I'm going to wait here. Why don't you go in to get him?
Sorry?
Your government released a taped telephone conversation of him in which he said, I'm at this house, come and see me, I'm going to be here.
No.
Why couldn't you...
I don't even know who has said this. For heaven's sake, please don't be that naive that he is in some house and why don't we get him? He is in South Waziristan agency, and let me tell you that getting him in that place means battling against thousands of people, okay? Hundreds of people who are his followers, the Masood tribe, if you get to him. And it will need collateral damage. If you try to attack, it means maybe a divisional effort going in to attack with all deaths all around him. It's not easy. Was it easy to get this in the Red Mosque? We knew where this man who's inside that, the cleric inside. Could we get him? Could we go and get him, one man, just pick him up from the Red Mosque and take him because he was the trouble creator? No, we couldn't, because he was surrounded even in that small place where we knew. First of all, it's not that simple that he will give his location. He shifts and moves every day, every night. We know that. So it's not that simple that since he's saying that, we believe that he's so truthful that I'm sitting here, please come and get me, and he's there. No, it doesn't happen like that, please. And we would like to get him, there is no doubt. Because he is the man who has killed people in ISI, he is the man who has killed people in Air Force, he is the man who has attacked the garrison in Kohat, he is the man who has attacked a bus in Kamra in the Air Force. So why wouldn't we like to get him? He is attacking our people. And if you want to know the casualties, about 400 dead and about 900 wounded in the last 3 months. And we know that this man and these 2 people are responsible. And you think we wouldn't want to get him if we could? So let me cut the answer short on Al-Qaeda. There are 3, I call them, first of all, the masterminds and the resource suppliers. That is maybe the Al-Qaeda, where they maybe finances. Then it is these people who are I call them the facilitators. This Baitullah Masood is a facilitator. He indoctrinates. He can indoctrinate. No intelligence organization can indoctrinate a man to go and carry out a suicide bomb attack. He indoctrinates, and then is the perpetrators. So this is the channel. I don't think Al-Qaeda is getting stronger. I think they are distributed. They are in penny packets, they remain on the run, they remain in hideouts. It is the Taliban, yes, that is the concern which is in Afghanistan and also support here. That is the main concern which we need to tackle more effectively.
Right, yes please.
American News Agency, Mr. President. Mr. President, the questions are going into circle. Sorry to see that some are disinformed and biased. My question is that what are your... Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. What are your priorities, especially the completion of the mega projects which you have promised to during this tenure?
The topic is open now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's open, yeah. And may I add also how to alleviate the suffering of the people because of the inflation rate and price hike?
It's economics.
Yeah,
and your priorities first.
One question is enough, isn't it?
Yeah, I had opened the thing to any question, but I didn't think that we'll go on to the side of economics and development. Very short answer. that the mega projects carry on. All the mega projects are under implementation and they are going on. But if our economy starts suffering, then obviously we'll have to curtail some. That is our concern. With the oil prices hitting $100 a barrel, we are getting a hit on our economy. So therefore the development projects do suffer if we don't take countermeasures. That is all that I would like to say.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing as absolute in this world, you see, so we don't have an absolute time to manage all the questions. But I do apologize for all those who have not managed to ask questions.
I think let me give them
anyone from yours.
A lady. I'm gender biased in favor of ladies. The last lady.
The last.
Although you tend to ask tougher questions. The women ask tougher questions.
Carla Tagore from the New York Times. I'd like to follow up on the Baitullah Masood issue. You have been Chief of Army Staff for 9 years, I think is correct, and fighting since 2001, certainly in the tribal areas, and you've been President trying to do it on a political side. Do you now think perhaps it was a mistake to combine the two roles for one man? And that suffered both on the military side and perhaps the political side? Thank you.
No, I don't think at all. I don't think that way at all. Absolutely not. There was a time between 2002 and 2007, as I said, the transition, three-phase transition. The phase one, we managed to consolidate in 3 years, put the economy on a track, strategized, had our objectives clear. Now in the next 5 years, we required a unity of command and authority over 3 elements in Pakistan. And I call these 3 elements as the political element, the bureaucrats, and the military. There was a certain requirement if you wanted to consolidate and move forward on the gains that we achieved in the first 3 years, to hold these 3 with totally under one control, and that control was with me. And therefore we succeeded in these 5 years to carry Pakistan forward. The other issue also, if you are relating it to terrorism, there was a requirement certainly at that time to take faster actions and faster decisions from a centralized authority. In fact, I would say on 2 or 3 places, on the earthquake, on the floods, on the cyclone in Karachi, in this coast, on a bridge, the Sakhar bridge. It may sound very small to you, but the bridge at Sakhar was almost gone. It was going to be washed off. If it was washed off, Sindh today for about 8 to 10 years would have been desert. If I was not the chief, it was because I was the chief, I ordered the military to move, and the next day they were moving. On the earthquake, on the next morning, the military was moving on my orders. It could have been possible that any other chief would have taken his time. We would have requested him, please, we want to use the army, and the army comes in play when you requisition for the army. You have to give a written requisition that we want the army to be used in a province. So all this documentation, all the decision-making channels would have delayed decisions. So I have no doubt in my mind that that was a very good decision. With hindsight even I say that was the right decision that I took, that I retained the 2 hats. And now the environment is different, and therefore I think again I've taken the right decision of doffing my uniform.
Right, again, we don't have much time. You can take it afterwards, but I have to close this program. Pakistan Television Network actually says thanks to all of our foreign media representatives over here, and to the President of Pakistan as well, who exposed himself to such fiery questions from across the globe.
How much time have you taken?
1.5 hours actually.
Huh? 1 hour 30 minutes? Can we take, with your permission, one more, one this side? Okay. Anyone from this side? Okay, Delhi, yeah, if you don't mind, yes, because let Indians don't, never think that we don't
सर
have.
मेरा नाम दिलीप तिवारी है, मैं जी न्यूज़ दिल्ली से हूँ. सबसे पहले मैं बताना चाहूँगा कि